Dear students, in this lesson we would learn about protein structure. You have already studied about the structure of protein, function of protein and types of proteins, but in this lesson we would study the detailed structure of proteins. Learning objective of this lesson are primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure and quaternary structure. Proteins are the macromolecules and they have four different levels of structure: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Here you can see the primary structure, which is the linear sequence of amino acids, and different colors are showing different types of amino acids joined together. You have studied about the types of amino acids and their properties, so the colors are showing the different properties of different amino acids. Secondary structure include alpha helices and beta sheets. This is the tertiary structure, and this is the fourth level of protein structure, that is known as quaternary structure. Primary protein structure includes the linear sequence of amino acids in the polypeptide chain. The primary structure is held together by covalent bonds such as peptide bonds. Here you can see a number of amino acids are joined together in a linear sequence. Glycine, isoleucine, valine, cysteines and onwards, all the amino acids are joined together to form a linear sequence of amino acids. And we have studied it already that two amino acids are joined together via peptide bond. You have studied the properties of peptide bond and formation of peptide bond. Now, in example, the hormone insulin. You all must be aware with the hormone insulin that regulates the blood glucose level. The hormone insulin has two polypeptide chains, A and B, as shown in diagram. This is the A chain and this is the B chain. So you can clearly see that in the A chain all the amino acids are joined together in a linear sequence through peptide bonds, and in the B chain they are also joined together via peptide bonds. The insulin molecule shown in the diagram is cow insulin, although its structure is much similar to that of human insulin. Each chain has its own set of amino acids which are assembled in a particular order. For instance, the sequence of the A chain starts with glycine at the N terminus. You can see this is the N terminus and here it is glycine molecule, and it ends with asparagine at the C terminus and is different from the sequence of the B chain. So both the chains have different sequence, but they are specifically arranged in a linear sequence. Now next level of the protein structure is the secondary structure. The next level of protein structure, secondary structure, refers to the local folded structures that form within a polypeptide due to interactions between atoms of the backbone. There are two common types of secondary structures, that are alpha helical structure and beta pleated sheets. Here it is alpha helical structure and here it is the beta sheet. Both structures are held in shape by hydrogen bonds which form between the carbonyl oxygen of the amino acid and the amino hydrogen of the another. Alpha helix. In an alpha helix, the carbonyl carbon of one amino acid is hydrogen bonded to amino H of the other amino acid. This pattern of bonding pulls the polypeptide chain into a helical structure that resembles a curled ribbon. बिल्कुल एक ribbon की form की shape आपको नजर आएगी. The backbone follows a helical path, flexible. It's flexible basically. Hydrogen bonds between backbone, amino and carbonyl groups and those in the next turn of the helix, and R groups protrude out from the helix. R group आप देख रहे हैं green से color का जो ball आपको नजर आ रही है वो बाहर की तरफ निकली हुई है, and proline tends to interrupt an alpha helix. Now the beta sheet. In a beta pleated sheet, two or more segments of a polypeptide chain line up next to each other, forming a sheet-like structure which is held together by hydrogen bonds. And the strands of a beta pleated sheets may be parallel. ये parallel भी हो सकते हैं और anti-parallel भी हो सकते हैं. If they are parallel, they means that their nitrogen and N and C termini match up, or anti-parallel pointing in opposite direction, which means that N terminus of one strand is positioned next to the C terminus of the other. Strands of protein lie adjacent to one another, interacting laterally via hydrogen bonds between the carbonyl oxygen and amino hydrogen atoms. Next one is the tertiary structure of protein. It's basically a further globular compact shape. The packing of the secondary structure into a compact globule is called tertiary structure. It's a three-dimensional shape of an entire molecule. They often only comprise domains, and domain can consist of 100 to 200 amino acids. ये देखें, ये एक ग्लोब्यूलर सा स्ट्रक्चर है. ये बेसिकली हीमोग्लोबिन का स्ट्रक्चर इन्होंने दिखाया. ये सेंटर में आपका हीम मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो कॉम्पैक्ट हुआ है. इसके अंदर आप देख लें अल्फा हेलिसेस भी प्रेजेंट है, बीटा शीट्स भी हैं, कहीं पे लीनियर सीक्वेंस भी आपको नजर आएगा. A number of forces act to hold the polypeptide chain in this final configuration, जिसमें polar non-polar interactions भी involved हैं, hydrogen bonds भी involved हैं, van der Waals forces, ionic interactions, disulfide bonds, ये सारे आपको नजर आ रहे हैं. ये देखें, यहाँ पे आपके पास hydrogen bond present है. Here there can be hydrophobic interaction. This is the polypeptide backbone. ये disulfide bridges आपको नजर आ रही हैं. disulfide ये सल्फर जो bridge होता है इसको हम disulfide bridge कहते हैं. और यहाँ पे कहीं पे आपको ionic bonds भी नजर आएंगे. This is the fourth level of protein structure known as quaternary protein structure. It is comprised of two or more polypeptide chains. Each polypeptide chain in such a protein is called a subunit. ये देखें, आपको 4 subunit नजर आएंगे. ये 1, 2, 3, 4 subunits आपको नजर आएंगे. A variety of bonding interactions include hydrogen bonding, salt bridges, disulfide bonds, जो कि होल्ड करते हैं इन चेन्स को और एक पर्टिकुलर ज्योमेट्री क्रिएट हो जाती है. देयर आर 2 मेजर कैटेगरीज ऑफ प्रोटीन्स विद क्वाटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर. इनमें फाइब्रस भी इंक्लूडेड होते हैं और ग्लोब्यूलर भी इंक्लूडेड होते हैं. ये आपने पिछले एक लेसन में इनकी डिटेल पढ़ ली हुई है. ये ओवरऑल एक पैटर्न है जिसमें सबसे ऊपर आपको एक प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर नज़र आ रहा है, सीक्वेंस ऑफ अ चेन ऑफ अमाइनो एसिड्स. देन सेकेंडरी स्ट्रक्चर जिसमें आपके पास हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग भी आपको नज़र में आ रही है और बीटा प्लेटेड शीट्स हैं, अल्फा हेलिक्स हैं. देन टर्शरी प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर विच इज़ 3-dimensional फोल्डिंग पैटर्न ऑफ अ प्रोटीन ड्यू टू साइड चेन इंटरैक्शंस. एंड देन द फोर्थ लेवल ऑफ प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर जिसमें एक से ज़्यादा सब यूनिट्स कंबाइन हुए हैं. Now what is denaturation and protein folding? हर प्रोटीन के फोल्ड होने का एक पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न होता है और वो उसी पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न पे जब उसकी कंफर्मेशन आ जाती है तभी वो फुली फंक्शनल होती है. प्रोटीन्स आर हाईली सेंसिटिव. दे आर सेंसिटिव टू पीएच, टेम्परेचर. अगर पीएच उनको प्रॉपर नहीं मिलेगी या टेम्परेचर बहुत ज़्यादा कर दिया जाएगा तो वो डीनेचर हो जाती है. इसकी बहुत कॉमन सी एक एग्जांपल है, आप जैसे देख लें कि एग वाइट इज़ बेसिकली एन एल्ब्यूमिन प्रोटीन. जब आप उसको हीट करते हैं, गर्म करते हैं, तो वो फ़ौरन से कोगुलेट हो जाता है वाइट मैस. जैसे बॉयल्ड एग में भी आप देखें तो जो प्रोटीन है उसकी जो फॉर्म है वो चेंज हो जाती है. ईच प्रोटीन हैज़ इट्स ओन यूनिक शेप. If the temperature or pH of a protein's environment is changed, or if it is exposed to chemicals, these interactions may be disrupted, causing the protein to lose its 3-dimensional structure and turn back into an unstructured string of amino acids. When a protein loses its higher ordered structure but not its primary sequence, it is said to be denatured, and denatured proteins are usually non-functional. वो अपना function lose कर देती हैं और वो non-functional हो जाती हैं. Thank you.